All right, it's not all surprising that trust in today's media is at a record low, another one. But the breakdown is as interesting as it is revealing. 84% of Americans say the mainstream media is a danger to democracy, including a significant majority that believe the media's bias and misinformation is a threat to our freedom. I'm David Fiorazzo, and this is Christ and Culture. A new Gallup poll affirms just 34% of Americans overall have any trust whatsoever in the mass media to report the news fully, accurately, and fairly, and I don't blame them. 34% is just 2 points higher than the all-time record low in 2016, when most media practically campaigned for Hillary Clinton. Gallup points out, quote, notably, this is the first time that the percentage of Americans with no trust at all in the media is higher than the percentage with a great deal or a fair amount combined. In fact, just 7%, that's 5 plus 2, 7% of Americans have a, quote, great deal of trust and confidence in the media. One reason for this, as the poll notes, is an increase in the percentage of Americans who see too much bias as a major problem. Hello, 50 years ago. Anyway, now though, today, 86% of Republicans view the media unfavorably, but not Democrats. A whopping 70% of Democrats still trust the media. Stop. Shouldn't that make honest, truth-seeking people question why this is the case? Americans' distrust of the media constantly falls along party lines. Now, I often suggest the root of the problem is the one-party, big tech media conglomerate. Democrats own all major purveyors of information. They share the same godless worldview, and they overwhelmingly donate to Democrat socialist candidates and, of course, liberal causes. That's fact. Now, these new poll results arrive around the exact same time another concerning report exposes Google for manipulating search results and burying Republican campaign sites in 83% of top U.S. Senate races. I am convinced the Democrat-run media influences elections. The question, though, is to what extent? Now, the study found Google is manipulating search results by burying Republican candidates' campaign websites. They're in the weeks leading up to the 2022 midterm elections. The study from North Carolina State University reveals that Google's Gmail marked 59.3% more emails from right-leaning candidates as spam compared to left-leaning candidates. Now, Media Research Center President Brent Bozell had something to say about it. Quote, first, researchers caught Google red-handed by proving Republican campaign emails were sent to spam. Now, we've uncovered Google manipulating search results to hide Republican campaign websites while promoting Democrat ones. This is all an effort by Google to help Democrats and interfere in the democratic process, end quote. Disturbing? Yes, but not exactly a news flash for those of us who have been paying attention over the years. In 2020, I reported on what appeared to be indisputable proof that the Democrat big tech and mainstream media helped Joe Biden while they censored Trump. You may recall that President Trump was censored hundreds of times on Twitter alone at that time and was openly hated by most media, while Biden was not censored once, not once. Here we are 2 years later with major Biden family corruption that's going unchecked, and many Americans are still asking, where's Hunter Biden? Now, seriously, If one of Trump's sons was involved in the slightest hint of scandal, don't you think nearly every media outlet would cover it? I mean, 24/7 probably. But according to the Media Research Center, Biden was protected and coddled by the so-called reporting on Trump. It was almost constantly 93% negative and against Trump. So another point of emphasis from recent polling, Gallup, is that the two most important issues to voters, the economy and cost of living. Wow. Not nearly as concerned to most people are abortion, inequality, equity, inclusion, and trans policies, right? Well, we'll see next week after the midterms if any of this comes into play when we find out who is elected across the country and who will still hold majorities in the House and Senate. The leftists in big tech, social media, and mainstream media are doing their best for the left to control information. More true conservatives and people of faith must flood the polls on Tuesday. Let me just quote the great Charles Finney. The time has come that Christians must vote for honest men and take consistent ground in politics, or the Lord will curse them. Christians have been exceedingly guilty in this matter, but the time has come when they must act differently. God will bless or curse this nation according to the course Christians take, end quote. The media think that political division and chaos in this country helps their cause. But let's prove them wrong, even if they are the ones primarily to blame for causing chaos and dividing Americans. Pray, vote, and stand for the truth. God bless you, and keep speaking the truth about things that matter.